first game?
The team is excited. I think we're really prepared. We're just really ready to get out there and kick off the season. And yeah, we've just been working hard. We've got some scrimmages, some games under our belt, and we're just really excited.
Yeah, you come from a mid-major program, Arkansas State. So you've been in these type of games before where you're going up against, a big opportunity against a power conference team. What's that like, having been in that position before? What do you think is going through their heads?
I definitely I could say from experience, they're going to be amped up. It's just always a huge motivator when you're going up against a Power 5 team, and you just kind of have a little more of a chip on your shoulder. So they're going to be fired up, and so are we.
Looking at Fairfield, what stands out to you?
We haven't done scout yet, obviously, so I don't know a lot about them, but I have done a little research. I know that they were 31-2 last year, so they're going to be an elite basketball team. They have all of their whole team returning, so they're still going to be really good. I think they have the preseason player of the year for their conference, so it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, talking about you personally, how do you feel like since you've gotten on campus to now where you've maybe grown the most as far as it could be on the court or off the court?
Mm-hmm. Just from getting on campus to now, I've obviously just gotten a lot more comfortable in this atmosphere, in this environment, and with this system. I just feel very comfortable and very free.
Yeah. Talking about one of your teammates, Jenna Lawrence, will you talk about what she brings to the table, maybe the bond between you two, what y'all have?
Yeah, it's super cool. Like, I have to sit back and kind of reflect, like, who would have thought, I literally told her this today, like, who would have thought we would be here as teammates, just being really good friends like we are. Me and her go way back. We actually, one of my friends played on a AAU team that she started on, and I had kind of gone to this tournament with my friend and then ended up just picking up and playing with them. So, like, that's when I first met Jenna, and we kind of became friends. And, yeah, now it's just really exciting to be able to be here and play with her.
What's she like off the court?
She's hilarious. She's a good teammate, a good person. She really cares genuinely about those around her and makes sure she includes everybody.
With your first game coming up, what's it going to be like, or what do you think it's going to be like to put on the uniform for the first time, go out there and play for the University of Arkansas?
Yeah, it's going to be a surreal moment for me. Super exciting opportunity ahead of us. I always look forward to a challenge, so I'm really excited.
What do you feel like you bring to the court? What skill set do you think that you can provide this team?
I'm a 3-level scorer, a playmaker. I can distribute the ball when it needs to be distributed and get it to where it needs to go, but I can also create shots for myself and others, and yeah.
And if you had to describe this team, what word or phrase is your overall impression at the moment?
Determined.
Yeah, kind of going off of that a little bit. I believe Christina Sanchez used the term green energy last week. What's your view of that? How have you seen that kind of playing into the team?
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Chris, that green energy, yeah, it's just been a lot of great vibes with this team. I feel like our culture is in a really good spot, and we've talked about how that's going to really carry over a lot for us. Like, that's going to be a huge point for us.
You talk about the culture. What is it that you like about it right now? Like, what's making that good culture come together?
Just the way we, encourage each other, even outside of the court. Like, I hear a lot of, like, oh, you did this really well. Like, keep that up. And just the encouragement and how we really celebrate each other. Like, there's not been jealousy or, like, anything like that. So that's been really cool to see.
Y'all had a little bit of time since the exhibition you played. I know that's just really a good chance to get on the court in front of some fans, but what are some other things that maybe y'all took from that, identified to work on?
Definitely our rebounding after that exhibition game. I feel like we had to focus in a lot more in practice on making it a point to go actually make contact with the offensive person and get more rebounds. So.
And then Coach has talked a lot about y'all's defense this year and how important that will be. Will you talk about yourself as a defender? Like, what do you feel like you do well on defense?
I feel like I do a pretty good job of being in the right spots on the floor. You know, I'm obviously not the most athletic or quickest person out there probably, but I feel like being in the right spots, the right positions, and just moving my feet and trying to keep the person I'm guarding in front of me is something I can do.
Really quick, hey Izzy. You're one of the most experienced players on this team, but new to the program. Just how has that transition been and kind of stepping into a leadership role coming in as the new player?
Yeah, the transition has honestly been smooth. I feel like that's more of a kind of mental shift in my head that I've had is like regardless if I'm new or not, like I'm still the same player, the same person that I was where I came from. So, and understanding now like I am the most experienced, so I do have to have a little more of a vocal leadership and presence on the court to help my teammates.